October 19th, 9:42 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 1. Mr. Wright. Yes? Why do you look so unhappy? Oh, nothing. Really, it's nothing. Right, Mia? Uh-oh, she looks even unhappier. Phoenix, your client is now practically a dead man walking. Perhaps that's why I feel particularly close to him. This is no time for dead people jokes, please. You know we're going into this trial utterly defenseless. Yet if Mr. Powers is truly innocent, we should be able to find something overlooked in the evidence to prove it. Something overlooked? We have to find something, Phoenix, today. It's that or lose the trial. This isn't going to be easy. Are you allowed to wear that kind of attire in court? I feel like they wouldn't allow it. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. Finally, we get to my favorite part of the game. After the long investigation day last episode. Jesus. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. An unexpected fact has come to the attention of the court. Yesterday, we learned that there were other people present at the studios. Today, I would like to show evidence proving they had nothing to do with the murder. Very well. You may call your first witness to the stand, Mr. Edgeworth. I wonder if it'll be that producer. The prosecution calls Mr. Salmonella to this. God damn it! Or that director. No, not him. Will the witness state his name and profession? How rude can you get? You don't know me? I'm the director. I make the Steel Samurai new brothel. Salmonella, I'm the director of television. Were you at Global Studios on the day of the murder? Yes, Your Honor. Very well. Please testify to the court about the events of that day. Phoenix, let's start by picking this testimony apart. If Powers is innocent, you know what that means. Someone in the trailer on that day did it. Right. She doesn't waste any time putting on the pressure. I was at the studios from around 9 that morning. During that morning, I was doing an action scene run-through. It took a lot more time than I thought it would. I hear that everyone else ate lunch in the employee area, but I had a meeting in the Studio 2 trailer, so I ended up skipping lunch. We were in the meeting until around 4. During the meeting, well, I'm pretty sure no one left their chairs. That's about it. The time of Mr. Hamill's death was 2:30 p.m., and according to your testimony, you were in a meeting at the time. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Let's do this. Let's press his buttons. In the employee area? That's right. It was a fight scene between the Steel Samurai and the evil magistrate. Was anyone else at the run-through? Oh yeah, that security lady was sitting there watching the whole thing. LOL. She was cheering on Hammer, if you believe it. She certainly has the lungs for it. Anyone else? Nope, just us 4. Alright. So in the end, you didn't get to eat. Yeah, no steak at least. Can you believe it? That must have been tough. Phoenix. Yeah? Doesn't something about that seem odd to you? I don't know. Should something seem hard to me? Oh, fuck! It's a little vague. Actually, there's something bothering me. Mr. Manila, just now you said steak at least. So you ate something other than steak? Yeah, good call. I had some chocolate in my pocket, which I used to oh, don't make that face, please. To stave off starvation. I see. Is that all? I was sure I was onto something there. You didn't take a single break? Well, yeah, not one. Sweats. What's he sweating so much about, I wonder? If only I had an idea. I'll wait for one to come up and hit him with it later. Phoenix, if his alibi holds powers is finished, press him as hard as you can, and find out where he's lying. Right. Is that when you always come in to work? Oh no, I come in all sorts of hours. It's the industry way. Yeah, I know all about the freaks in your industry. Still, FYW, I was free? What does that mean? I was pretty busy all day. Sad face. Tell us more about that. Why did it go on so long? I'm pretty sure you've already heard about this, but WP twisted his ankle during the run-through, you see? Alright, just the limp. Thus the limp. I'm having a hard time talking than this guy is. Which of course led me to missing my lunch. Ruffs rolling on the floor, starving? Did I press him on this? What were you discussing? Let's do a samurai story on our budget. Get this! The sponsor turns to me and says, Mr. Manila, those scripts of yours are not appropriate for children. Can you believe it? Actually, I kind of can. He seems like that kind of guy. So nobody left the table during the whole meeting? Maybe I should press him on this again. Not at all? Oh no, not really. Seems pretty straightforward. Oh, perhaps I was wrong then. I don't know, you're the professional here! Look at her, she seems tired of asking this question. Yeah, it does seem odd now that you mention it. Mr. Manila. What do you want? When I went to Studio 2, I saw something on the table there. There were 2 plates, the same kind of plates as the ones in the employee area. Who ate lunch there? Did his boobs just... Oh my goodness. No, good call. I was embarrassed, so I didn't mention it, but I did eat after all. A T-bone steak, you mean? Yeah, well, I mean, the assistant went through all that trouble. I brought it to the trailer thinking I could eat it later. Clearly a man who likes to eat, I'd expect as much. So when exactly did you eat it? We took one break during that meeting. I wolfed it down then. A mental image I will carry with me to my grave. Wait a second. If they took a break in the meeting, that contradicts his testimony. I'll press on that one a bit more. You didn't take a single break? Well, yeah, not one. Sweats. What's he sweating about so much, I wonder? If only I had an idea. Wait a second. Maybe you do have an idea. Wait a second. Mr. Manila, you've just contradicted yourself. Didn't you just tell the code you ate that T-bone steak during a break? Oops, ruffle. Well, Mr. Manila, what's this all about? Well, I guess we did take a little break. Phoenix, great job. If they took a break, one of them could have gone to the studio during that time. Your Honor, I call on the witness to testify to the code about this break. Very well. Mr. Manila, your testimony, please. Uh-oh, Edros is laughing. I feel like he expected this. I wonder why. Yeah, we took a break, Waffle. But it was only 15 minutes. 15. That's only 13 in base 12. Not enough time for someone to say commit murder in Studio 1, lol. That's only just enough time to eat T-bone steak if you ask me. Steams. I don't think it would even be enough time for that, but that's just me. Very well, you may begin the cross-examination. Alright, that was a very weird testimony. What time exactly did you take this break? I'd say it was from around 2:30 or so until 2:45. 2:30? That's the time of death. So he could have gone to Studio 1, killed him, and came back. Because it's possible time-wise. Uh-oh, Edgeworth's getting a look. What the hell is base 12? What are you doing for those 15 minutes? Eating my T-bone steak, what else? There were 2 plates on that table. Alright, the other one was Divas. Sorry, Divas Squez's plate. Divas Squez, the producer. To eat a T-bone steak in 50 minutes, that's quite a feat. True that. Fudge. So I guess I'm never gonna figure out what the hell base 12 is, huh? What is that? Haven't we had enough of this pointless line of questioning? Your Honor, the testimony to this point has made one certain fact painfully clear. The people on the trail had nothing to do with the murder. It's impossible for any of them to go to Studio 1. What? Something wrong, Mr. Wright? Surely you aren't suggesting one of the people on the trail went to Studio 1. Well, Mr. Wright? Phoenix, this is critical. Think about it before you give your answer. Do you claim someone from the trailer went to Studio 1? Do I? I don't know. If the break happened at 2:30, that would only give him a minute to go there and, you know, and then come back. Same time I gotta keep fighting that fight, you know? I don't know, I feel like at this point the game is gonna start playing with, you know, how I think things through a little bit more, you know? It's the 3rd episode, you know. We only have one more episode after this. I feel like at this point the game's gonna, you know, pose some trick questions on me. For the last 2, it's like, hey, you gotta fight that good fight. Keep on going. Never give up. Well, I don't know. It kind of does seem impossible, TBH. I don't want to write off so many possible suspects, but I can't keep claiming the impossible either. I agree that it was impossible for anyone in the trail to go to the studio on that time. Haha, I thought you might be thoughtlessly treading on the ice again. But I see you had at least an inkling of the truth. What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? It's quite simple. True, the break in the trail me and came right at the time of death. However, the path from there to the scene of the crime was blocked. The fallen Mrs. Monkeyhead barred the way. Oh yeah, I forgot about that too. At around 2:15, a strong gust of wind knocked off the studio mascot's head. Ergo, when the people on the trail took a break at 2:30, the way to the studio was blocked. Blocked by Mrs. Monkey's severed head. I thought it was a boy. It's actually Mr. Monkey, but Edgeworth has a point. And somehow I feel no desire to correct him. Objection! You just assumed a gender. I believe we have seen enough evidence. I would like to relieve Mr. Manila from the stand. What? It's over? Very well. The court's opinion on this case is as follows. We have found that there were several other people in Studio 2 on the day of the murder. However, it is also clear that none of these people could have gone to Studio 1. They therefore have no relation to this case. Furthermore, with regards to the photo of the Steel Samurai, given the size of the costume, no one other than Mr. Powers could have worn it that day. All that is lacking is decisive evidence that he is the one who did it. If we had that, I'm afraid I would have to find Mr. Powers guilty. Your Honor, the prosecution is pleased to have announced we indeed have decisive evidence. A witness. There we go, finally got that out. Jesus. Who is this witness, Mr. Edgeworth? My witness saw the very moment when the Steel Samurai skewered the victim. Order. I will have order. I see. The court will take a 10-minute recess, after which we will hear your witness. Court is adjourned for recess. What do we do now, Mia? If everyone in that trail has an alibi. I'm sorry, Phoenix. I guess I was wrong. Mia? Don't tell me you're giving up. If you give up, what hope do I have? Don't get me wrong. I've never given up on a trial before. Not while there was a chance. Only one thing became clear on your cross-examination. The people on the trail could not have gone to Studio 1. I thought there was more to it than that. But I was wrong. That's all there is. What's going to happen to me? It kind of seems like everyone in that courtroom thinks I did it. They think I'm a murderer. Don't worry, Mr. Powers. If you are innocent, we will prove it. I guarantee it. Leave it to us and be yourself. Be strong. You are the Steel Samurai, hero to children everywhere, after all. You. Thanks. Okay, Phoenix. This one's for the kids. Let's do it. I feel like I'm about to cross-examine a kid, though. It's like I'll fuck up a kid for the kids. Court is back in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution has a concern. As our witness is a grade school of tender years, and this is a murder case, we worry that the defense might cause unnecessary trauma with his cruel questioning. Nice to see Edgeworth taking a moral high ground. However, we have no choice. The prosecution calls Cody Hackins to the stand. Your Honor, perhaps you could arrange a box for him to stand on. Oh, right. Guard, please bring him a box. One of those donut crates should do. Will the witness state his name and grade in school? Witness? What? Just because you're all grown up, don't mean you can push me around. Cody, answer his question, okay? Hey, it's you, the nice lady. I'm Cody Hackins. I'm in 2nd grade. I get the feeling this is going to be a long, long day. Mr. Edgeworth, please remember that you're speaking to a child. Try to be gentle. Gotcha! Witness, Cody. He's having trouble with this gentle thing. You were present, you were at Global Studios on the day of the, incident. You got a problem with that? Please tell us what you saw that day. What, Pops? You want me to tell you and Gramps what with the beard over there? Just Mr. Edgeworth will be fine. I prefer a bit of gentleman myself. A very long day. Incidentally, photographic equipment is strictly forbidden in this courtroom. My apologies, Your Honor. He said he wouldn't testify if he couldn't bring it. I'd like a special permission if that's possible. Wait, so you're saying you had to bargain terms with the kid and you lost? Hey, I just got this new camera. Don't really know how to use it all that good yet. But I bring it with me wherever I go. Phoenix, I wonder if he had the camera on the day of the murder. You'd better make a note of it in the court record. Very well, Cody. Please testify to the court about what you saw the day of the incident. I wanted to see a Steel Samurai rehearsal just once. I found a map on the internet and went to the studio that day. I went through the words off the path so that old lady wouldn't catch me. I was going for the studio. I got kind of lost on the way for about 30 minutes. When I came out by the studio, there was the Steel Samurai. It totally rocked. Right before my eyes, out came the bad guy. Of course, the Steel Samurai took him down. Pow! If I had my camera with me, that would have been the time for a shot, I tell you. Anyway, I couldn't get into the studio, so I went home. Wait a minute, but then the murder happened inside of the studio? And it appeared they were outside. Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination. But be gentle. Remember, you're talking to a child. This kid is tougher than most adults we see in here, honestly. TBH. You really like the Steel Samurai, huh? Of course I do. I taped every show, and I go to all the live performances. That's impressive. Have you been to the amusement park? Of course, duh. My dad always takes me. Poor dad. There's an amusement park? Was that day the first time you'd been to the studio? Actually, I've been a couple times. I never managed to get there on a rehearsal day. And that security lady's always yelling. Right. Please continue. Chill, Pops, I'm getting to it. How am I supposed to talk with you cutting me off all the time? Jeez. Poor Edgeworth. Actually, just can't. Screw Edgeworth. You got lost in the woods? Yeah, I couldn't figure out which way I was walking. Man, was I relieved when I saw the blue studio doors. But guess what happened next? Oh, jeez. What sort of bad guy was it? A guy, a person, kind of tall, skinny. Are you sure it was a guy? I don't know. He was kind of far away. He's being awfully vague. What happened to the bad guy? Huh? Well, he kind of didn't move. Not a bit. Like he was dead. I guess he's a real pro. What a great actor. Yes, I suppose he was. If you had your camera. You mean you weren't carrying a camera then? No, I wasn't. It's not like I have it all the time. Really? I guess seeing the killing freaked him out and he went home. Phoenix, remember, he's a child. Use gentle words, but be firm. Easy for you to say. Oh, jeez. Okay. Oh, wait, I already pressed him on this. Off the path. Yeah, you know, how the studios are in a valley there. If you go off the path a little, there's woods. That's where I was. I see. Anyhow. Did nothing unusual happen on your way to the studio? Unusual? Did you see this monkey by any chance? Oh, you mean Mr. Monkey? Yeah, I saw him, but his head wasn't busted. So you went straight to the studio. Wait, you said his head wasn't busted? Hold on. The steel samurai? Yeah, he was standing by the studio gate. It looked like he was thinking about something before going in. Then he opened up the gate and went inside. I see. What then? I don't know what else to push him on. I really pressed him on everything, huh? I think that means I gotta present something to contradict his evidence. There was that one part where he sounded a little vague. Maybe now that I pressed him a little more and get some more info. Nope, that wasn't it. Hold on. This is just gonna be me going through all the options real quick. Hold on. just repeating things I literally just did. Was it this one? I don't know why Mia gave me that look. I feel like I gotta do something. I went to see Steel Samurai so just once. I found a map on the internet and went to the studios that day. I straight up have no idea what I'm doing. I am the worst lawyer in the world. World. Worst lawyer in the world. So he went straight to the studio. What am I supposed to... Do I have anything that could, like, contradict him? Oh, hold on. Maybe the guide map? Did I press him on this? Oh, yes, I did. Like 500 times. Duh. I don't freaking know. Alright, let's read this again. I wanted to see a Steel Samurai Hustle just once. I found a map on the internet and went to the studios that day. I went to the woods off the path so that old lady wouldn't catch me. I was going to the studio. I got kind of lost on the way, though, for about 30 minutes. I don't know why I'm doing this. I don't know. What, do I gotta press the press button just slightly gentler than while I'm doing it? Like the game can sense how hard I'm pressing the button. And it's like, it's too hard for a child, so I gotta just tap it like just slightly. Okay, hold on. I'm just gonna skim through everything now. Since I have unlimited presses, whatever, it doesn't matter. what I'm doing. Mia, just tell me what's wrong. Stop looking at me like that. I guess this is supposed to be the part where I'm like... Where I'm like, yo... I guess she wants me to do something with this line? I guess that's her way of saying, hey, do something with this line. Didn't he die inside of the studio? I don't have anything that specifically says he died inside of the studio, though. Jesus, I don't fucking know. I don't know! Alright, let me try this out again. Are you sure it was a guy? I don't know, he is kind of far away. Huh, he's being awfully vague. I feel like I'm supposed to present something here. Wait, hold on. Maybe he says something that makes it seem like the Steel Samurai is, you know, out and about, moving on both his feet just fine. I know I pressed him on this like 1,000 fucking times. Okay, I'm gonna take a shot in the dark here. Maybe I'm supposed to present the camera at this part and maybe see if he has a picture from that day. Cody, what you just said seems, well, a little strange. Didn't you say before that you always bring your digital camera wherever you go? You're quite clear about that. Oh? Cody, you shouldn't lie here. You understand that, right? Mr. Wright, a word with you. Uh-oh. Was I putting the pressure on too much? What is this digital camera contraption you're talking about? It's, a digital camera, Your Honor. It's kind of a new sort of camera. How do I explain that? I see. Anyway, Cody, I can't believe you want to bring your camera on a trip to the studios. You did bring it, didn't you? Okay. I don't know why that was so hard for me to do. TBH. I mean, like, I pressed him on it, and he was like, I don't have it everywhere with me. Which, you know, that made sense to me. You don't always carry your most valuable possessions with you everywhere. So I just kind of let it slide, I guess. That was my thought process. I'm sorry. Mr. Wright, how cruel are you to terrorize a poor child so? I don't care if he is a child or a prosecuting attorney. No one should lie in court. What do you mean, oh, a prosecuting attorney? Well, Cody? What? Yeah, so I had my camera. So what? You got a problem with that? So you did have a camera. And did you use this camera? Well, why would I use it? I was too busy watching. Very well. Please justify to go about what you were so busy watching. Okay. See, it's always so simple. It's always the simple stuff that just completely goes over my head. Yeah, I have my camera with me. But I was glued to the action. I couldn't take my eyes off it. Steel Samurai goes for the bad guy. Wham! Then the bad guy stopped moving. He was so strong. The Steel Samurai rules. Ah, is that all? Well, that was brief. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. So why didn't you use it? He can't do that. Relax and listen. I didn't use it because I was too busy watching the real thing. So you're watching the Steel Samurai. Did you watch the whole fight? Yeah, of course. What? You didn't turn away, not even once? No. Okay, then tell us exactly what happened. Yeah, I'm getting to that. So the bad guy attacked him first. Yeah. What sort of person was this bad guy? I told you a person. He was a person. How was he dressed? I kind of don't remember. I was too busy watching the Steel Samurai. I see. And what happened next? Why? Huh? What do you mean, why? Why wasn't the bad guy moving? Well, because the Steel Samurai brought him to justice. And how exactly did he do that? How did he do it? With a samurai kick and a samurai punch, samurai chop, samurai slap. It's something like that. He's still being vague about this. What? Don't give me that look, Pops. How should I play this? Press him. Press him hard. Cody. What? Something's bothering me. Before you said that you couldn't take your eyes off the action. Yeah, so what? Yet you missed the most important part. What is the meaning of this? The witness has stated what he saw quite clearly. You know as well as I do that he's being vague. Tell me what kind of murderer uses a samurai slap. Ugh. My point is this. Cody, you may have seen some of the Steel Samurais fight, but you missed the most important part, the killing blow. Order. Mr. Wright, how could this be? Can you explain how you might have missed something so vital? That's the thing. Phoenix, I believe you're on the right track with this. Think, why didn't Cody see the climax of the fight? I know you. You can figure this out. Mr. Wright, your answer? We have ascertained that this young boy is a great fan of the Steel Samurai. Why wouldn't you watch the climax of the fight? Fuck, I don't know. I don't think I have any evidence that shows it. Wait, maybe I do, because didn't he say he uses this? Contains the photos of every victory scene and every battle the Steel Samurai has won. He doesn't have a photo for that, does he? Your Honor, I have evidence. Evidence? Yes, Your Honor. Why did Cody look away from the fight? Oh, I don't know why he looked away from the fight, but I have evidence that he didn't see the fight. Here's my proof. Can I do that again? This doesn't prove anything. Lost you enough, have you? Very well, I'll ask you the question again. Well, fuck. Never mind. I don't have proof. Okay, so my best guess is he couldn't watch it because of the security lady. Because he couldn't watch it. How could he calmly watch a murder taking place at his age? Oh, that too. My thought was he didn't know what was going on, actually. And that security lady maybe drove him out. I don't know. Just a moment, please. One thing has become quite clear in this boy's testimony. He did not believe he was witnessing a murder. He was watching the Steel Samurai fight like on TV. The more real the fight, the more he would have watched. Have to agree with Mr. Edgeworth. Well, Mr. Wright, do you have another explanation? What else could he have been watching? He missed the climax of the fight because he was looking at something else, probably. Probably. Something else? Mr. Wright, explain yourself. What could possibly distract this boy from seeing his idol, the Steel Samurai, fight? What do you claim he was looking at? Mr. Wright, please refrain from making baseless claims. Yes, sorry, Your Honor. Then there has to be some sort of evidence. My guess is the head blocked the scene to the crime? Or the... Yeah, obviously it blocked the path to the scene of the crime, but, like, it blocked the action happening. But he said he didn't... He said it wasn't toppled over when he got there. He was looking at my attorney's badge. Stop showing that off, Mr. Wright. Fuck, I thought I had it there. I really thought I had it there. Because if he was freaking watching and had his camera with him, he... No, that doesn't prove anything either. Your Honor, I would like to admit I'm a fraud. I didn't actually go to law school. I don't have any evidence to show that. Maybe his camera? Here's my proof. What's that? The camera? The witness stated that he recently received this camera. Yes, I'm aware of that. He wasn't entirely familiar with this operation. I'm aware of that too. Ah, correct. Why would Cody be looking somewhere else at the critical moment? Because he was looking at his camera. Was it that simple again? So he was trying to take a picture, he just failed. I was on the right track. Bah! Bullseye. What's your problem, Pops? You got things picking on little kids? Pressing, not picking. Good job, Phoenix. Cody was lying, clearly. Small of you to realize there's no way he could just stand there watching his hero. There's no way he could just stand there watching his hero and not take a picture. Right. Cody, there was only one reason why you would have looked away from the fight, and that was because you wanted to take a picture. But having just received your camera, you weren't used to using it just yet. So you missed the climax of the fight, correct? Yeah. Well, Phoenix, I'll bet you anything he saw more than that. Have him testify again. Right. Mia means business. Your Honor, the defense would like to request that Cody Atkins testifies once more. Once more. Very well. Cody, could you please tell us all about your camera and about why you didn't take a picture of the fight? Welcome to the real world, kid. Yeah, you're right, Pops. The Steel Samurai had just escaped from the clutches of a villain. So I held up my camera to take a picture. But the lens weren't open in time, so I missed it. That's all that happened. Yup. Anything strange in that testimony, Mr. Wright? I'm not sure. But I'd like to proceed with my cross-examination anyway. Pops? Yeah, I called you Pops, you spiky-haired geezer. Geezer? I'm Mr. Edgeworth. And I guess I'm the bearded gentleman. That's what I hate about grown-ups. You're all so self-conscious. Okay, off with the kid gloves. Testify, witness, testify. So you did see the beginning of the fight. Yeah. Did you notice anything unusual? I guess the Steel Samurai was moving a little strange. Moving strangely. Why couldn't you take a picture? My new camera has too many buttons, I can't figure it out. I tried to take a picture, I really tried. When the lens opened, what did you see? A person on the ground and the Steel Samurai. That's all? Yeah, I told you I didn't take a picture. I would have once I got the lens open. Did he really not take a picture? Not even once? I think he had to have taken a picture. Come on. If I was in that situation, if I couldn't get a picture of the final bro, I'd at least try and get a picture of what came afterward. You know? No, he definitely would have taken a picture. There's gotta be something here I can use. Cody! Listen up, Cody Hackins. I know exactly what happened that day. You took a picture. Hey! Bullseye. How did you know? I see through all your lies, Cody Hackins. It's one of my powers. Wow! This feels great. Yeah, I took a picture. Perhaps you can change your testimony to reflect this, Cody. I took a few shots, but it was too late, so I erased them. You erased them? Yeah. Why would you erase a picture of your beloved Steel Samurai victorious? Well, you know. Why would I want to keep a picture like that? He's becoming less and less cooperative. I bet I'll find a clear contradiction soon with some solid evidence. I could pick holes in such short testimony. There has to be something. Dig up the dirt, Phoenix. Find out what this kid's all about. Objection, I'm only 27. He's guilty. He killed him. Maybe now's the time I use the book. Cody. What? Man, every time you say Cody, you follow it with something bad. I just wanted to thank you for giving me this the other day. Huh? Oh, right. What was it you told me then? I go to every live performance. I always take a picture when the Steel Samurai lands the final blow. Wazam! I got them all. I never missed one. A perfect collection. Cody, did you really get a picture of the Steel Samurai standing victorious over his foe? If you did, I find it hard to believe that you would just erase it. Won't you keep it for your album? Ha, Mr. Wright. What exactly is this album? It's called Path to Glory. It's a collection of pictures of the Steel Samurai, all taken by Cody Hackins. He claims it's the perfect collection of every battle Steel Samurai has won. I see. Don't we find this audio on it? Among all his pictures of the Steel Samurai, none were taken that day. Order. Mr. Wright, have you an explanation? If the Steel Samurai had just defeated his adversary... Adversary? His dick. I certainly would expect to see a picture of it in this album. Exactly my point, Your Honor. No, wait. No way. Phoenix, I think we finally discovered the truth. And what truth it is. Mia, are we sure about this? Did he actually? Yes, I'm pretty sure what you're thinking is right. Tell them, Phoenix. Tell them what the truth is. Oh, no. I was thinking this could be it, but I didn't want to admit it. Oh, fuck. Did he really? Oh, no. Oh, I can't even imagine a kid in that situation. That makes me a little upset, honestly. Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what's going on here. Why was there no picture from the album from the day of the murder? Why did the boy have erased the photos he took? The Steel Samurai didn't win? Ooh! Let's go with that one. I can think of only one reason, Your Honor. The Steel Samurai didn't win. That's why Cody deleted these photos. You mean the Steel Samurai lost? Well, Cody, I'm right, aren't I? Tell the truth. The bad guy defeated the Steel Samurai. No way! No! It's impossible. The Steel Samurai never loses. He never loses to anyone, ever! Okay, phew. I thought they were about to say the kid, like, got in the Steel Samurai costume and, like, stabbed stabbed the evil magistrate, thinking, it was just a fictional dude, because he's just a kid. He didn't realize there's an actual dude in there. That's what I was thinking they were about to imply. Whenever they first brought up the whole little kid thing, like that thought was kind of in my mind, and that's partially because I remember as a little kid seeing this episode of like my mom used to watch all these crime shows all the time, so I remember watching a crime show. I don't remember which one it was. It might have been CSI or something like that. I'm not too into the crime show scene, obviously. So I caught a glimpse of a crime show, but the episode was about a kid who died, and it turns out in the end that the kid's friend accidentally pushed her off a cliff and killed her. And I don't know, it just kind of traumatized me as a kid. Like, holy crap. Like, you hear about adults killing people all the time over the news and whatnot. So, like, I mean, it still shocked me as a kid, but I didn't. But, like, to think someone my own age could commit a murder, I don't know, it traumatized me. Is what I'm trying to say. Think someone my age could kill someone. Anyone near me could kill me. Oh my god. I had quite the moment. So I don't know. That it's just always been something I remembered, So like, when they first brought the kid into this during the first trial, I don't know. It was in my head. It was on my head, like that. Cause the plotline was very similar. A kid accidentally killed someone else without realizing it. They didn't mean to. So I was thinking in my head, maybe the kid accidentally did it. Like, I thought they were going to go with that direction, but I think they're going with a different direction. Thank goodness. I can't even imagine a kid in that situation. It just makes me upset. Like, they're so young and innocent, and they don't know what they're doing. So like, and sometimes that can lead to them hurting themselves or them hurting others. Unfortunately, I just can't even imagine like how guilty I would feel as a kid knowing like my lack of understanding of the world caused me to hurt someone. Not just hurt someone, but like severely make them not live anymore. I don't know, I just feel awful. I can't even like, oh my god. Your Honor, the witness has revealed everything with his words. There was a reason why he lied and told us he didn't take a picture. The same reason he erased his precious photo. For Cody, it was inconceivable that the Steel Samurai could be defeated. However, Cody witnessed the impossible. He saw the Steel Samurai lose, yet to admit what he saw would destroy everything he believed in. That's why he lied and said the Steel Samurai won. He couldn't handle the truth. Order, order. I will have order. Witness, I mean Cody, is this true? What did you see? Tell the court what you saw. Cody, that day you saw the Steel Samurai lose a fight, right? Okay. You're right. The Steel Samurai fell down. Then he couldn't move. Order. What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, right? The Steel Samurai was the murderer, not the victim. Yet according to your witness's testimony, the Steel Samurai was the one who fell. Mr. Wright, what's going on? Apparently, we have all made a serious error. An error? What's this all about? I mean, Hammer was the victim isn't really an error, because... Well, I'm trying to correct them here. We already thought Hammer was a victim, so me saying, you all made an error. Hammer wasn't the victim. Hammer was the victim would be kind of weird, Steel Samurai was the victim? My best guess is there was no victim. There was no victim in this case. What? Has the defense taken leave of its senses? Of course, Jack Hammer died, but the Steel Samurai fell too. It was a draw. Sorry, I was too shocked to say anything there for a bit. Mr. Wright, Only one person died in this incident, and that is Jack Hammer. Yet now you claim there was no victim? Are you insane? Uh-oh, he's pulling out all the stops now. I'm sorry. It was I who was wrong. Fuck! Okay, right. First you're right, now you're wrong. Which is it? Look, I'm sure there's something we're overlooking. If you're so sure, then tell us what it is. Alright. Well, like I said, we already knew Hammer was the victim, so Steel Samurai this has to be the option. If you understand what really happened, it's actually quite simple. At the end of the fight, the Steel Samurai fell to the ground and lay still. In other words, Steel Samurai was not the killer, he was the victim. Don't you see? Jack Hammer was the Steel Samurai. Order. So the Steel Samurai in this photograph, you're saying the man in this costume was the victim, Mr. Jack Hammer. That's what I'm saying, Your Honor. Jack Hammer was present at the action scene run through that morning, thus he obviously knew about Will Powers' foot injury. But wait, had Mr. Hammer gone to Studio 1 already? That's what everyone thought. But remember what Miss Oldback said in her testimony? On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Did I see poor old Hammer? Nope. He'd already gone back to the studio. He'd already gone to the studio before I got back to the guard station. Mr. Jack Hammer left the employee area after lunch. However, no one saw him go into Studio 1. Nor was there a picture of him. He waited for Mr. Powers to take a nap in his dressing room. Then he snuck into the dressing room and stole the Steel Samurai costume. But why would the victim do such a thing? I don't know. I get it. I thought that was the Steel Samurai was moving strange, so it was a different person inside the suit. Pops! Me? What? Actually, there was one piece of data I saved. Data? Yeah, a photo on my digital camera. What? Show us, quick. No way, man, not if you're gonna look at me like that. No. Here, there, this is it. Well, looking at this, it's still a little hard to say. I'm afraid that it could be anyone in that costume. Your opinion, Mr. Wright? I agree, Your Honor. This isn't decisive evidence. I'm sorry, this doesn't look like it's the proof we need. I'll give it back. Wait, Phoenix. Mia? What? Look at the photo once more. That's it, Phoenix. That photo is all the evidence you need to win this trial. What? Your Honor, may I see that photo once more, please? Certainly, I don't see why not. Phoenix, show him. There's one glaring decisive inconsistency with the facts as we know them in that photo. It's a Studio 2! Your Honor, look at this! I see, a gate. Might I draw your attention to the number on that gate? The number? Ah yes, well it's hard to see, but it looks like a 2. Clearly not a 1, Your Honor, correct? Ah! I believe Mr. Ezra sees what I'm getting at. But, that's impossible. Hey, what's this all about? Please explain so that I might be shocked along with the rest of the court. I used the studio guide map. The body was found here at Studio 1. However, what do we see in this photo taken at the time of the murder? It does not say 1 on that gate to the photo. Your Honor, here is the true scene of the crime. Show the judge where the murder took place. Oh, sorry. That's me thinking in my head. Oops, did I say that out loud? Here at Studio 2. I see. That would explain the 2 on the gate in the photo. Your Honor, I find it very significant that the murder took place in Studio 2. The trailer's there, the path. The path wasn't blocked. No, it was, wasn't it? They couldn't get out. The path to the trailer is blocked. So we have heard the path was blocked at 2:15. In other words, the victim went to Studio 2 before that time. Yes, I suppose that would be the case. Remember Mr. Salmonella's testimony? Allow me to remind the court. He said no one in the trailer was guilty because they could not have gone to Studio 1. Yet in actuality, the reverse was true. Only someone in the trailer could have committed this murder. They were the only ones in access to the scene of the crime, Studio 2! As you may recall, there was a trailer in Studio 2. Now, on the day, a meeting was held in that very trailer. There was a break in the meeting corresponding to the time of death. Oops, didn't mean to press that button. During that break, Mr. Salmonella and Devesquis, whatever her fucking name is, were outside eating steak. They were at the scene of the crime. Order, order. The defense makes the following claims. The scene of the crime was Studio 2. The person that the security guard Miss Oldbag saw was the victim, Mr. Jack Hammer. Mr. Hammer for some reason stole a Steel Samurai costume. Then he went to Studio 2. This is madness. Jack Hammer is the victim. The victim! Why would he steal a Steel Samurai costume? Are you suggesting he did so to cover up the details of his own murder? Well, no, of course not. Or do you have proof? Give me proof that the victim Jack Hammer stole the costume. Sleeping bottles! This proves that Mr. Man was asleep, right? I have proof. You do? You do, Mr. Wright. Now that they're so surprised suddenly, I'm much less confident. I think I'm right, though. Here's my proof that Jack Hammer stole the costume. Well, I mean, it's not exactly proof that he stole the costume, TBH. This is it. An empty medicine bottle? I found this on the table in the employee area. The same table where Mr. Hammers and Mr. Powers ate. The label reads sleeping pills. Sleeping pills? The defendant, Mr. Powers, spent that afternoon sleeping. He was drugged by Mr. Hammer. I was right. Finally. I didn't overthink it. Wait a moment. That bottle does raise some suspicions, yes? But there's no proof that Mr. Hammers used it. Your Honor, I have an idea. Fingerprint the bottle? An idea? There you go. Let's hear it. I want to check this bottle for fingerprints. If my claim is true, Mr. Hammer's fingerprints should show up on this bottle. I suppose you're right. Very well. The court will take possession of the bottle. This court was to suspend proceedings on the current trial for today. Cody Hacken's testimony has revealed new possibilities in the case. In fact, things may have happened very differently than we previously thought. The Steel Samurai seen by Mr. Oldbag may have been the victim, Jack Hammer. The scene of the crime was not Studio 1, but Studio 2. And those in the trailer did have time to commit the murder. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. Your homework is to find the answer to the following question. Why would Mr. Hammer steal the Steel Samurai costume? Also, who killed him and why? Find the answers for me by tomorrow. That's a lot of homework. Mr. Edgeworth? You will need to reconsider your stance in this case. Above all, you'll need to reconsider your suspicion of Mr. Will Powers. As you say, Your Honor. This trial will be extended until tomorrow. This is the last extension. Very well, court is adjourned. Woo! That was a close one. Despite my many fuck-ups. You were saved by a hair, but that's all that counts. I thought seriously about going home about 3 times during that trial. Me too. Really? You both seem so confident. Maybe I should take up a career in acting. I was ready to pronounce you dead about 3 times back there. Me too. Dead? Of course we're kidding. Are you sure? I wasn't kidding. Now, Mr. Powers, we have to go make our final investigation, but I promise you we'll find the true killer by tomorrow's trial. Right, thanks.